Well, Hollywood has reacted to the news of Joe Biden's withdrawal. Actress Barbara Streisand said Joe Biden will go down in history as a man who accomplished significant achievements in his 4-year term. We should be grateful for his upholding of our democracy. Scher wonders whether the Democrats need to really think outside the box to win, saying it's the only chance for America to remain a democracy. And singer Charlie XCX tweeted, "Kamala is brat," which is apparently a good thing. Now, there is one person we're yet to hear from, Meghan Markle. I'm rolling my eyes too. In 2020, when Joe Biden selected Kamala Harris to be his VP, Meghan Markle said she was so excited, and now reports are swirling she's about to back her. Joining me now is royal and entertainment reporter Kinsey Schofield. Kinsey, thanks for joining us. What do you think? Do you think Meghan Markle will now endorse Kamala Harris?
Meghan has a relationship with Kamala Harris. They are certainly friendly. I believe Meghan wants an in. She's always wanted to be on the playground known as Washington, D.C. Her father, Thomas Markle, has said that, she's had political aspirations in the past. Think back to her UN speech before Prince Harry. She talked about sitting down as a little girl and writing First Lady Hillary Clinton. She eagerly participated in a voter campaign, actually events with Kamala Harris during the 2020 campaign, promoting women voting, not a specific candidate, but promoting and encouraging women to get out and vote. Meghan would want to be included in something potentially historic, the first female president of the United States. And historically, royals are also told not to endorse political figures, so she would be gleeful disobeying rules she agreed to observe when she was welcomed into the royal fold. That is clearly something she thrives on.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure she will do whatever she can to insert herself now into the political sphere. That does not surprise me at all. Now, George Soros's son and the heir to his liberal empire, Alex Soros, has thrown his support behind Kamala Harris, calling her the best and most qualified candidate we have. Kinsey, talk us through the family's ties to the Democrats.
Yeah, George Soros is a significant donor to the Democratic Party, which makes him an influential member of the Democratic Party. He donated $5 million alone the day after Joe Biden's debate with Donald Trump. Historically, he will likely be remembered for the chaos he caused. Most recently, he was accused of funding Black Lives Matters protests and the pro-Palestine encampments on some of our elite college campuses. The Jewish community in the States are very much fearful of the Soros family. Their financial contributions support Democratic candidates, liberal think tanks, and grassroots organizations, but a lot of anti-Israel organizations as well. And I think that the Jewish community is not impressed with this particular endorsement. And while Kamala might have Alex's glowing review, it's being widely reported that other billionaire donors want an open contest.
Okay, well, that's interesting. Look, who knows what will happen, but I guess we'll find out in the next few weeks. Now, let's turn to the royals, because the Princess of Wales has released a really beautiful portrait of her son, Prince George, as the future king celebrates his 11th birthday. I've got to say, when I first looked at this, Kinsey, I thought he really does look a splitting image of his father. And are those Taylor Swift friendship bracelets on his wrist?
I think so, yeah. And he also looks a lot like Catherine's father, Michael Middleton, as well. He's a handsome young man, and it is so fun to watch them grow up. And we're really blessed in the sense that we get to see a lot of the Wales children and not so much of the Sussex children, which is disappointing.
It is really disappointing, but yes, it's always lovely to see them grow up, and the photos and the portraits they put out are just wonderful. Now, Prince Harry is bringing the Invictus Games back to the UK. Kinsey, Birmingham was actually chosen over Washington, D.C. to be the home of the 2027 Invictus Games. Why do you think that they've gone the UK route, even though, of course, Prince Harry lives in the US?
I think that he's homesick. Quite honestly, I think he's looking for any reason, any excuse to get back there. And since, it's widely reported that his dad doesn't take all of his phone calls, maybe this is the perfect excuse for him to go spend a significant time over there.
Do you think that they could be putting a bit of distance between the prince and knowing that his nemesis, Donald Trump, could possibly take the White House? I thought we've got to come up with a plan B here. What do you think?
I think that you're so much smarter than Prince Harry, and I don't think he considers consequences. So you're giving him way too much credit right now.
Yeah, I feel like I don't. I apologise. I apologise to our viewers. I didn't mean to do that. Now, look, Meghan's attempts to emulate Princess Diana just seem to know no bounds, Kinsey, because she was spotted in Montecito wearing a £28,200 Cartier watch, which looks very similar to the one owned by Princess Diana. And she was carrying a black Dior Lady Delight bag, a version of the brand's Lady Dior bag named after Diana. But Meghan's had DSSOS embossed on it, standing for the Duchess of Sussex. Kinsey, I don't know. When I first saw this, I thought, is she trying to be desperate? What's the rationale here, do you think?
Yeah, aren't we done with the Diana cosplay? And remember, it's believed that Meghan intentionally wore Princess Diana's perfume around Prince Harry. This has been written about in books so that he would instinctually feel drawn to her when they first started seeing each other. So yes, it's giving cringe. Let's move on, Meghan. I wasn't that excited about the beige we were getting, hammered with, but I'd rather see her in beige than in the Princess Diana cosplay.
And what about the handbag as well with the Duchess of Sussex?
Yeah, and the internet thinks that was gifted to her too, which is funny because it drove her crazy when she was a member of the royal family that she wasn't allowed to accept and keep gifts. So I'd rather her get that as a gift than imagine her putting that order in, because that just makes my skin crawl.
It makes my skin crawl as well. Kinsey Schofield, good to have you on. Thank you so much for joining us.